Up gamers, welcome back guys. I am really sorry for waiting for this long to get the tutorial for Black Cat. It's the reason I started the new account to make sure I continue this series with tutorial. So I'm gonna talk about the tutorial on how to get the Black Cat mission done, strategies and tips and all that. But before all of that, the best thing that happened, and I don't know exactly how, but this is like a rough estimate when you can unlock the Black Cat's costume. I can buy it anytime. And I did get to, what's that called, to chapter 8. So maybe this is where you need to get it. So you have to get chapter 8 unlocked and finish mission 4, as well as I did finish the first one-shot mission. I did do the Black Cat mission, Spider-Man mission, as well as the Fantastic Four and the, what's his name, Nightcrawler. So make sure you do all of these 5, and then I think chapter 8 as well from season 1 and up to mission 4, as well as do all of these backups, and then maybe one of these triggers the unlock for the costume, and I'm gonna buy it in this video, and I'm gonna recommend you to wait until you reach chapter 8. So you're gonna do the same. It's gonna make your life easier in the one shot, and her costume is not bad. So first things first, I will do, before I carry on with the tutorial, I wanna buy commander points so I can buy the costume, as well as I'm gonna explain you the best. So her ISO 8s, first of all you start with the ISO 8s. After you have, even if you don't want to wait for the costume, you can do it. I did it. But before that, what's the minimum level you can go in? In my opinion, you can try level 6, and for that level I recommend you the ISO 8s, the highest generation you have them at that moment. You want them to be HP and attack. Those two you need the most. All right, so you keep in mind attack. All right, HP and attack. Why? You don't want to die, because she faces 3 enemies and she is easy to kill because she has low HP. She has a lot of stamina, but she has no HP, and she has high evasion. So if you want to try level 6, go ahead. I don't recommend it. At least level 9 is the bare minimum bar to start. But you can have an RNG after like losing 20 battles. There's a chance you can win at level 6. And by the way, there's gonna be RNG even at level 12, which I am now. That still doesn't mean you're immortal. You're gonna beat this node no matter what. But I'm gonna remove all of these. Actually, I know one idea, guys. I'll show you with Black Cat without the costume and Black Cat with the costume. All right, how about that? So you will choose if it's worth for you to buy the costume or not later on. After level 9, the ISO 8s I would recommend is HP, attack and evasion. I bought it with the gold. I want it to be the strongest because these are her, like, evasion is her highest stat. So I want to play with that to have the highest chance, the most chances to dodge. Then attack to do the most amount of damage, and HP because she has low HP, like I mentioned earlier. You want to have as much HP so she can stay alive as long as possible when the dodges don't trigger. She will take the hit, right? She will be attacked. All right, so I'm gonna go without the costume round first try, and you decide what you're gonna do. Now here Sandman, he has a bug, all right? Because he's not immune to burning, he doesn't get the burning. So the crippler, like I used in the first tutorial for Captain America, is not gonna work here. On top, because he's bugged, he cannot get slow, the dizzy, what's that, that shatters the defense, and weakened. None of those debuffs. He cannot be debuffed at all, which is not how it should be. This is not how the original game was, but it is now. So you cannot put the crippler on him. You cannot put anything, because he will not be having any debuffs, which is crazy. That is why it's difficult, and that's why I do this tutorial, so you guys can get it done. So you go in the battle, like I said, minimum level 9, recommended level 12, but level 9 you can beat it. I did beat it. I remember exactly when I was level 9. I did beat it. A couple of times I had to redo the battle because the RNG wasn't on my side. Like, for example, here is a good example. If I use the call, I expect to hit one of these two. If you hit the boss, then that's already a bad RNG. That's one. Second, when I use my stroke of luck and I use the basic, right? I want to use the basic. I want to kill, right, the one of these two enemies, the Magia Gunman, one of the two that have the least the highest HP. And if I don't kill him, and if the bleeding doesn't kill, or they dodge or something, that's already a second bad RNG. And then a third bad RNG, when Sandman, he uses his skill that does weaken to you. Basically, it reduces your attack by 25%. That's the third bad RNG, and the chances are you will not win. Plus, there's more RNG on top. Right, one of these will stay. Let's say one of these dies and one of them stays alive. They have like 3 different abilities. The one that shoots you one time, that's more likely you're gonna dodge it. But when he shoots like 6 times or 7 times and he crits often, that's a bad RNG. But let's get into it and let's find out. And you can follow me, but do not take it as you see it, because not always is gonna work out your way as well as you see it on my YouTube channel. So it will take a couple of tries. So I'll start with simple call. That's a good RNG. Now we go stroke of luck. This ability does the most damage, but has a low chance of critting. This one is just for the bleeding. You don't do much damage, but it has a higher chance to hit because you do 3 hits. This one has only 1 hit. And this one is strong, but it's only good when you have the target bleeding. All right, so we're not gonna use this one. I'm gonna go for the unlucky strike and kill the highest HP Magia Gun man. And I did crit. That was a lot of damage, and it was a good RNG. See, that's why I apply evasion. This is why I didn't kill him, because I knew I will counterattack. And by the way, another bug that is not benefiting you and me that's playing the game, that was rebuilt by Redux team. Black Cat or any characters, as far as I remember, as an infiltrator, if you're attacked by a tactician or you attack a tactician, you trigger the counter attack, and you increase your dodge rate, by the way, for those that don't know. This buff now, it only triggers once for you as a player, but I know I went against enemies and that was going multiple times, which it should be the same for us that play the game So you should get counterattack every time you being attacked until that buff goes away. I think it's 1 round or 2 rounds. But every time somebody as a tactician attacks you again, you will gain it back. But that doesn't work. Now anyway, I did explain that. So what you do here, he doesn't get any debuff. The first ability and the second ability you do not use, and I'll explain. First one, why you don't use it. She is not able to put bleeding, so it's not worth it. She cannot put unlucky, is not worth it. And the second reason, it's consuming too much stamina, and she is stamina hungry. So you want just to use the ultimate, because that's the most amount of damage, and either way he won't be getting any debuffs. So that's what you're gonna do until you kill him. No debuffs you can apply, so don't put any debuffs. You could use healing, like this one, for example, because heals over time is very good. And I won't, actually I'll do it now, because next time we're gonna heal. Oh, and it doesn't work. Never mind. Whatever that allows you to heal if you're very low HP, do it. And when you get a lucky crit like that one, it's actually very good damage. Now here, he's able to dodge. He has a 50% to dodge, and still you keep the same skill because you do 2 hits. Nice. He did dodge once. One more time. He dodged twice. That wasn't a 50% chance of the, and I dodged the weakened, by the way, I forgot to say. That's why I recommend the ISO 8 with attack, evasion, and HP. Now always stroke of luck if you can have it, and this would be nice. Nice, another dodge because I boosted my stats. And now one shot. No, he's dodging. Here is another big RNG. Involves a lot of RNG. That double crit is not, that's not good. That's already bad RNG again. Okay, I'm losing here. I can see that he is hitting, critting, and I cannot touch him, even though I am touching him, but I'm not touching him. Nah, I told you, I am level 12, the highest. I have the highest, right, generation of the ISO 8s, and I'm still getting destroyed because he activates that 50% chance, and that is busted. It is not working the proper way. And guys, it's sad, but there's nothing you can do and I can do about it. You will have to play with the lucky game. Nice hit. That's the bad RNG, but you see the evasion. 4 out of 7 were dodged, but that's not enough. Lucky that was dodged. So here I'll just have to do this. Lucky 2 crits. Wow. Now here, now the strategy is gonna change. I want to do triple hits. It's all about doing the damage. And I want to boost my stats to increase the chance of hitting higher. So I have now increased. Look at the stats difference. I was having 600 something evasion. Look at this. 985. The chances that he's gonna miss is very high. But the chances for me to hit is probably high. So let's try it. Look at that. That's what I'm saying, busted, guys. He is not working the way he should. That's it. That's why I use the basic there. See, you need to, depending on the situation, you need to change. So I didn't use the ultimate because the chances that I would miss, it would be higher. So I passed through this. Great. And we will do this again. Oh my days, I have so many. I'll use all. I'll do this same one-shot mission, but I will use the costume and you will see the difference. Now the same strategy applies here. When you call somebody to assist, you do that. Now here we're gonna change a little bit, a few things. You want to hit unlucky on her. because you have stats boosted. And she has now her stats reduced. That's dodge because I have the stats increased. We did counterattack once. We're supposed to counterattack twice, but we will not, unfortunately. Wow, and she actually hit that. And she critted me with low accuracy. That's insane. I don't believe it, but you guys see it, what I'm saying. Now here, I will use the ultimate. Man, and I was lucky. And now here, bleeding. You do not need to use the ultimate because she will bleed to death. There you go. Nice miss. That's why I need evasion. And now you stroke of luck, ultimate, and you GG from here. Great. So this was easy because you were having the mini boss countered by your class. I mean the black cat class. But now is the opposite. Now here is gonna be a lot of RNG involved. Same strategy. You call for the assist, must hit one of the gunmen. And let's go. That hit the boss already, bad RNG, but he didn't miss. So it's not completely bad. Now same thing, stroke of luck, and now because we have two enemies to kill, you will want to kill, right? That's what you need to do. But the strategy changes here. You want to apply bleeding right away because he will attack you twice. So that's gonna be 90. And then she didn't dodge. That's a bad RNG. 92. So that's already how much? 180. Now that's bad RNG. He hit 7 times. I didn't miss anything. They didn't miss anything. That's already really bad RNG. And I'm telling you, this will happen. Level 6, level 9 doesn't matter. I mean, they say they recommend level 12. The game is broken. It's not fixed. It's not playing the way it should be. It's playing really bad. That's bad already. And I'm supposed to counterattack him as well. We will not, because the game is broken. See? I should have counterattacked him. I should have counterattacked him. The game is not working. The infiltrator... Wow, look at the miss. Oof. Now that was delicious. Now here, what do I do? Another basic. And ult. Please crit. Oh my gosh, I didn't crit. We're dead. Unless I dodge everything, I'm dead. I'm dead. This is gonna double tap. But he will die. Wait. He didn't die. Stroke of luck. And we're gonna kill him with the basic, because we need stamina in case I survive to kill this nigga. Nice hit. And he had to hit and crit. That's what I'm telling you guys. This is gonna be hard. It's because there's so much RNG involved. I mean, just by the fact that I missed all attacks is crazy. Three. Ooh, that was a lot of dodges. Nice. One going down. Nice, that's great. Okay, now I'm gonna change the strategy because I'll take 2 turns. I want to double tap. Can I crit, please? Shoot. Can I crit? Oh my gosh. Lucky. That's it. Double crit. It's crazy. Stroke and unlucky because that's gonna do the most amount of damage. And even if it doesn't kill him, you reduce his stats so he won't hit you. And there you go. That's how you do the one-shot mission. Spider-Man is easy. So this... yeah. Now I don't have... I have. So Spider-Man is easy. The trick here is simple. You call. You use stroke of luck. Now, the goal here is you want to reduce his dodges. So that's why you use unlucky. And pray you hit it like I did. And had to be a stun, innit? Okay, and now here you want to bleed him because he's not immune, and you have a higher chance to hit. Okay, lucky he didn't use his basic. That's actually good. Now he did. So your damage is reduced by 20%. Stroke of luck, and I'll probably one-shot him, but the chances are he could dodge. But I have stroke of luck, so I have a high chance to hit him. So let's see, and I might crit and win right here. Without even needing to crit, I did win because he's easy to kill. Like I said, he takes multiple turns, but if he doesn't use his basic, he's easy win. Ah, you're gonna have to stop at 10 at least. Alright, and now I'm gonna do it all over again, but with the costume, so you guys choose. And like I said early in the video, the costume for me unlocked after doing all of those things that I said in the beginning. Reaching Spec Ops mission, I did one shot 5 of them, and I reached chapter 8 mission 4 finish. That's how I got the costume being unlocked, and I'm gonna buy it because it's gonna be much easier for me to get this one shot, and you will see it for yourself. Equip, of course. Same, I recommend to have high attack, high HP, high evasion on Black Cat when you equip the ISO 8. Alright. Let's see. This is gonna be different. Now the basic is gonna put triple bleeding instead of 1, but that's it. That's the only benefit of this costume. It doesn't benefit here much, just so you know, and it doesn't change your stats either, just so you know. So same strategy, unlucky, and he should be dead when he attacks me. He got 2 out of 7 hits. Alright, that was triple crit. Wow, that did crit on me. They're crazy bastard, and I didn't crit him. And he didn't apply his dodge, but I don't have stamina, so this is tricky. This is very tricky. Nope. Wow, he didn't apply that again. That's lucky. He didn't put the dodges. This might just win. Alright, I was lucky, even though he critted, even though he reduced my attack by 25%. The fact that he didn't trigger his dodges, I won there. Though you saw it, he cannot be debuffed no matter what you do, so don't think about debuffing him or exploiting bleeding, because it would not work. Now here, this is a different story now, having 3 stacks of bleeding. Just watch how powerful this is on enemy. She's dead, because after she hits me, she's gonna take 3 stacks of bleeding again. Just look at this. And I have high dodge rate. I won't be touched. The chances that I will dodge everything is high. Yep, because of the infiltrator stats. And she's dead there. I don't need to do anything. Kill him. That's why I did use the basic, because I have a low chance of critting. And he should be dead. When he hits me, he's dead. Look at that. I only got touched once. GG. This is why I'm saying you need the costume. And I only saw it unlockable after I reached chapter 8. I did all of those one-shot missions, as well as I finished quite a lot in the Spec Op mission. Now here is gonna be amazing. My bleeding, because he attacks twice. Just watch this. He's gonna lose about 500 health. No, actually that's 700, because it's 300 and something. Now he boosted their morale, which is bad because they have a higher chance to hit, but I have The buff is gone. It shouldn't be, but it's gone. I had the infiltrator, so it helped me out dodge. Now I want to one-shot him. This should help one-shot. Yes. No, never mind. But now I will one-shot him. Yeah. That's why the 3 stacks of bleeding on the basic is amazing. There you go. Did you saw the difference? First try, I won right away. That's why, because the costume really makes a difference. Instead of 1 stack of bleeding, 3 on the first basic, that's really powerful because enemies have a lot of HP and you doing a lot of hit. You do damage based on the... Ooh, that was a hit, man. Double miss. Triple miss. Wowsies. I want... Damn, Black Cat hates him. Holy shit. I didn't even get touched. And I did an insane crit. And that's how you do, guys, one shot. If you want to support me or say thank you, the best way to do it is just click the subscribe button. That's it. It's free. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got enlightened. I would definitely recommend you the Black Cat costume, because it definitely, I can feel the difference. I do feel the difference. You tell me in the comment section if you don't see there is a big difference when she has 3 stacks of bleeding instead of 1 when it came to the second mini boss, the one that was having the counter class for infiltrator. So thank you so much, guys, and I will come up with the next one shot, which is Spider-Man. And I had my old account, the one I lost, he was having the costume. This time I had no costume and I still beat it, and I found a way how to do it. I'll make a video when I can. And until next time, guys, I'm gonna sign out and I wish you luck. Take care, everybody.